In this video lesson, I'm going to teach how to play the chord progression that we're working on our midterms. This chord progression is as follows. Okay, but we're going to break it down into some more manageable steps. So for the first part, I'm just going to take my thumb and I'm going to put it on the tonic of the key that we're in. In this case, we're in C major, so I would put my thumb on C. I'm going to hold for 4 beats. Then I'm going to descend by a third to the 6th scale degree, A. Hold for 4 beats. Descend by a third to the 4th scale degree, to my 5th finger. And then I'm going to repeat that. So those are the first 4 notes of the chord progression in just the left hand. 1st scale degree, 6th scale degree, 4th scale degree, and repeat. Our next step in this chord progression is adding the right hand to the left hand that we've already established. Our first right hand chord is going to be a C major chord in first inversion, which we will finger 1, 2, 5. So that's spelled E, G, C with the 1st, 2nd, and 5th fingers. From here we're going to change to a 6th chord by changing the middle note from this G to this A. We will finger this 1, 3, 5. From this chord we'll switch to a 4 chord by moving the bottom note up by a half step. We'll also use 1, 3, 5 on this chord. Finally, we change the top note to change this 4 chord into this 2 chord, which we will finger 1, 2, 5. So in succession, those chords are Now, all that's left to learn the whole first part of this chord progression is to put together the 2 hands that we just went over. Together, they will look like this. Okay, so now we've learned the whole opening of the chord progression. All that's left to do is finish it. Let's start with the left hand. We've already cycled through the first 4 chords. Now all you have to do is come up from the 4th scale degree with your 5th finger to the 5th scale degree with your 4th finger. You're going to play this twice for a whole note each time, and then you're going to resolve to tonic. The same tonic that you began the chord progression with. That will be played with your thumb. So in succession, the whole left hand will look like this. Okay, how about the right hand? We left off with this 2 chord, fingered with 1, 2, 5. What we're going to do for the next chord is pick up that 1, 2, 5 chord shape and move it down by 1 step diatonically. So the 2 chord becomes a 1 chord. From here, the outer 2 notes are going to collapse in to form a 5-7, while this middle note, the G, is going to be held constant. So the 1 chord becomes a 5-7, and then this outer tritone resolves back to the 1 chord. So in succession, the chords will be 2 chord, 1 chord, 5-7, 1 chord. Now let's put the 2 hands that we just learned back together. starting with the 5th scale degree with your 4th finger in the left hand, stack on top of that the 1 chord we just talked about. So we spell a 1 chord that's in 6/4 cadential inversion. From here, we're going to collapse inward in our right hand to make it a 5/7. So these notes move in, and the left note repeats. Now all we have to do is resolve back to the 1 chord that we started the progression with. Once again, that'll look like this. Now let's take a look at the whole chord progression one more time.